You know, some people have this incredible ability to just cut through a mountain of information and find the one single question that matters most. It's like a superpower, really. And today, we're going to pull back the curtain on one of its biggest secrets.
I mean, think about it. Lawyers get handed these tangled messes of stories, conflicting facts, and super dense legal codes. And yet, somehow, they build these incredibly focused, persuasive arguments. How on earth do they do that?
Well, the answer isn't some kind of magic or innate genius that they're born with. Nope. It's a tool. It's a structured way of thinking that literally anyone can learn, and it's called IRAC.
And this framework, this is the key to unlocking clear, logical reasoning. And not just in a courtroom, but in pretty much any complex situation you can think of.
So, what is IRAC? Well, it stands for issue, rule, analysis, and conclusion. It's this simple four-step process that takes you from total confusion to absolute clarity. You find the core question, you look up the relevant rule, you apply that rule to the facts, and then you draw a conclusion. Sounds pretty straightforward, right? Well, there's a catch.
Because if you get that first step wrong, the other three don't matter at all. The whole thing collapses. Everything, and I mean everything, builds on that first letter I for issue. And that's what we're going to master today.
So let's get into it. What exactly is an issue? It's way more than just a problem or a general topic. It's something much, much more precise. The issue is the specific legal question that a court absolutely must resolve. See, it's not some vague what happened here question. It's the single pivotal question that the entire case actually hinges on.
Think of it this way. You wouldn't want a doctor to just start throwing medicine at you before figuring out what's wrong, right? Of course not. The issue is the diagnosis. It tells you exactly what problem you need to solve before you even think about trying to solve it.
Okay, so we know what it is. That's great. But when you're staring at a total jumble of facts and information, how do you find it? How do you spot that true issue hiding in there?
You start by asking yourself this one simple question. Just strip away all the noise and all the drama. What is the one thing the two sides are actually arguing about? What's the real fundamental conflict here?
And here's the real key. The issue isn't just about the facts, and it's not just about the law. It's the specific question that pops up right at the intersection of the two, that magic spot where you apply a particular law to a particular set of facts.
You know, the difference between a good issue and a bad one really just comes down to one thing: precision. Let's look at an example to see exactly what I mean.
Okay, just look at the transformation here. On the left you have, is there a problem with the contract? I mean, come on, that's way too broad. Where would you even start? But then look at the right. Did the defendant breach the contract by failing to deliver goods on the specified date? Wow, now that is perfect. It identifies the law, breach of contract, and the specific fact in question, that delivery date. It's a roadmap for your entire argument.
And once you have a precise issue like that, you know exactly what rules you need to look up and which facts you need to analyze. It's also super strategic. Framing the question this way basically forces the entire conversation to happen on your terms, focused only on the details that really matter.
So why is mastering the I just so critical? Well, because it's not just another step in a list, it's the entire foundation that your argument is built on.
A really well-framed issue gives your argument laser focus. It guides your research so you're not just wasting time looking at everything. It defines the scope of your argument, which stops you from going off on all these irrelevant tangents. It's your anchor. And believe me, the stakes are high. A poorly framed issue is guaranteed to lead to a fatally flawed analysis. It doesn't matter how brilliant your reasoning is after that, you'll just be answering the wrong question.
So really, the crucial takeaway here is this. Learning to identify and state the central issue with precision, it's the single most powerful skill in logical reasoning. If you get the I right, you are already halfway to a winning argument.
And hey, this skill goes so far beyond the courtroom. Think about it. A disagreement at work, a technical problem you're trying to solve, even a personal conflict. Before you jump to conclusions or start arguing, just stop and ask, what is the real issue here? Master that, and you'll be a clearer, sharper thinker in everything you do.